Friend, I got to show you how you can understand your basic inputs and output system, which is BIOS on system. You know, before running on the system, you need what they call basic input and output system, the BIOS setup. Okay, and as you can see, I've already boosted up my BIOS setup on my system, and I'm using an HP. Okay, so the using HP, the key you got to press the basic input and output system to display is F10. F10, the function key. But when you're using them or other computer products, you got to press maybe F2 or F6. But to make sure that you lead it to your basic input and output system, which is your BIOS setup. Okay, the first thing you got to see here is the file. The file connotes many things: the system information about, set the time on the date, save the disk, restore from the disk, set default and ignore change, and save the change and the others. Okay, first thing you got to do, let's check the system information by pressing the enter key. Okay, this is system information. The product name is HP D530CM, and the processor type is Intel Pentium 4 CPU. And we have the processor speed, the 2800/80HZ. Then we have the processor. Then we have the memory size, the 2048 megabytes DDR. And what does simply mean the DDR, man? It is simply means the RAM, the RAM, read random access memory. That's the RAM. And we have the Intel Mac, we have the system BIOS, we have the chassis, the serial number, we have the access tracking number. Okay, now to go back, you press your EXC, and come to about. Let's see about the system. Okay, system BIOS and the setup utility, copyright C1982 to 2004. All simply made the product date. Okay, go back, and the setting of the time. You can set your time manually, the day, the year, anything you got to change it on the system. Okay. Now let's go to the storage. Do the storage. Device configuration. Device configuration simply means where every configuration is stored. All your peripherals, every configuration is stored. Your hard disk, your RAM, your everything is stored in your device configuration. So let's open it. As you can see, the hard disk. The hard disk I'm using here is IDE, Integrated Electronic Device, IDE, and the primary. And this can see the CD-ROM, and you can see the draft. Okay, the CD-ROM simply means your CD, your DVD, or your CD on your system, maybe your laptop. Okay, so everything is stored in the device configuration. Okay, well, you can change it. Maybe you got to make the device configuration. I can change things, yeah, maybe the DVD ROM or anything. Okay, we are going to change anything, but just to understand that your hard disks and your CD-ROM are stored in your device configuration in case maybe you have a fault on your CD-ROM. As you can see, our hard disk, the IDE, the primary hard disk is 80 gig. Then we have the serial, number, we have the cable type, then the 80 conductor, then we have the simply means everything here. Okay, let's go back. Now go to the CD-ROM. The CD-ROM is just simply the same thing with the hard disk, but there's a difference. The hard disk is your storage device, and that's why you see it on the device configuration. Is where every of your documents, including your operating system, are stored to. That is your hard disk. So let's go to this storage option. Storage option, this is where you got to focus your mind on, because there are some challenges you have on your system. Maybe it's from the storage option, and as you can see, your removable medium boot is enabled. And when you disable this, that means anytime you plug in an output device, it's not going to function. It's not going to be acceptable in the system. So it's enabled here. And we have the removable rights, it's also enabled. We have the BIOS, it's also enabled. We have the primary, which is the hard disk, it's also enabled. So every setting on your storage option should be enabled. You don't have to disable anything in this place. You'll be enabled. Okay. Now let's go to the IDE text. IDE text simply means to text your drive, maybe it's working. Okay. Then boost order. Boost order simply means to change your device to know maybe this one got to be the first one to boost, or this one got to be the second one to boost, or this one got to be the third one to boost. And as you can see here, I arranged my CD-ROM to be the first device to boost, and the USB device to be the second, and the hard disk be the third, and then other internet controller to be the fourth. Okay, you can change it. You can make your hard disk to be the first. You can also make a USB drive to be the second. You can also make your CD-ROM to be the fourth. So anything you got to change on your system, just make sure that you really understand the BIOS setup, because that is the first thing you got to understand on your system for you to work on your system, the BIOS setup. Okay, now let's go back. Now the controller order. The controller order, as you can see, I said earlier that my IDE, I'm using IDE, not starter. That is my hard disk and IDE is not the starter. Okay. Let's go back, man. Let's go to the security. To set up a password. The password simply means the BIOS setup password. You don't need to set up any password, man. If you want to set up a password on your BIOS, that means simply mean when you're on your system, before your Windows come up, it says press in your password. Press in, that is the BIOS password. The BIOS password is a generic password by the system manufacturer. So you don't need to set up any password there unless you got to know it offhand, and you got to use a private computer. You can set up a password on it, because before the BIOS password unlock, you got to unlock the BIOS password first before you can get into your operating system, because the BIOS password connotes everything. You can't have any access to your computer until you unlock the BIOS password. The BIOS password cannot be removed by flashing your system. It can only be removed by a technical aspect. So that one will be the next video. Okay. Then we have the power on password. We have the device security. We have the network service boost. Network service boost is already enabled. That is your Ethernet, your LAN port, local area network. Okay. Advanced. We have the BIOS wake up. We have the onboard device. Those are your serial ports, your USB ports, your LAN port, your VGA. Everything are your onboard device. The PCI device. The PCI device is your slot. As you can see, select PCI device or disable the device. No, don't disable anything. This is your PCI device. That's where the external device where you can plug in any other external adapter. So I know this video helped you a lot, and I'll subscribe to have more of this tutorial, and thank you. Remain Engineer Tunde. Bye.